This is Dr. John WorldPeace, JD. It's August the 12th, 3:45 p.m. Mountain Time. I want to talk about presidential candidates without military service and without a law degree. I have a law degree, 1984, Doctor of Jurisprudence from the University of Houston, Texas. And I have military service in the U.S. Army 1970, 1972 as an infantry sergeant. The job of president is almost 100% about the law. Everything that the president does, everything this country does is about the law. And it's domestic law and it's international law. Nothing goes forward in American government without laws and regulations under the law. Donald Trump is ignorant of the law due to having no law degree, and he constantly makes a fool of himself, not knowing or understanding American laws and jurisprudence. He talks like a man with a wooden head. He has dreams of being the first American dictator, so I guess the law really doesn't matter. Donald Trump believes he's above the law. He believes that he can run a profitable business from the White House, which has been a no-no from day one of the American Constitution. Nobody seems to really care, though, you know. It's really kind of interesting to me. And we put a rich guy in the White House, and he steals all he can. Doesn't give a damn about the American system, American democracy, because he just doesn't believe he's part of it. We cannot afford any more presidents without law degrees, period. America is a violent, warmongering nation and has been since its founding. In fact, it was the War of Independence that threw off British rule. We are a very violent, bloodthirsty, arrogant nation. That being the case, we need a president who has a foundation in the way the military works. And we need presidents who will never backstab veterans who have medical needs that were promised with enlistment, and those promises need to be fulfilled and not cut into. Joe Biden was a high school who has a foundation. Joe Biden played high school football and baseball, but he obtained a draft deferment during the Vietnam era due to asthma. Donald Trump had bone spurs in his foot and was also given a medical deferment during Vietnam. When I went down to be inducted in the Army October 12, 1970, there was a guy that came in there to have to go with us. And his dad came with him. I'm not sure about his lawyer, but I know his dad came with him. Had a big old fat medical file with him. I think his name was Doug McEwen. I don't know. Been too long, 50 years. Almost 50 years. And he came in there and they said, this boy's knees are shot. And guess what? He had a lot of operations on his knees. More than one, less than 20. And he walked out of there with the medical department. Rest of us went on to the Army. Well, guess what? That was a guy that was playing football. I was inducted on a Monday. Friday night, 3 days prior, Dougie was playing football, high school football. He looked just fine to me. So here we have Donald Trump and Joe Biden, not veterans. And I don't care how great your intents. If you haven't been there, you don't get it. So let's say that candidates for president need to have a military background. 2 or 3 years in the military, and they definitely need a law degree. They need both. If we're going to be a warrior nation, if we're going to deal with wars all over the world, as we have for 240 years, then we need somebody real that understands what soldiers go through and what they deal with when they come back less than what they were. Elizabeth Warren has got a law degree, no military. No military with Sanders, as far as I know. None with Biden. You got Tulsi's got some military, and so does Pete. And I respect that. But they're not a well-rounded candidate. Having a military experience doesn't mean that it overrides all the other needs that a president should have. But there's no excuses for Elizabeth Warren not having been in the military. She can't backpedal into, oh gee, I'm a woman. So anyway, that's my position on candidates for president. If you don't have a law degree, and if you're not a veteran, do us a favor and get on the sidelines. This is Dr. John WorldPeace, August the 12th, 4 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. Thank you for your consideration, and have a good day.